New York Up. That's NYUP.com reported that New York State suddenly prohibits bars from offering live music that customers pay for separately. According to the New York State Liquor Authority and Phase 3 reopening guidelines, it states, please note that only incidental music is permissible at this time. This means that advertised and/or ticketed shows are not permissible. Music should be incidental to the dining experience and not the draw itself. Here with her perspectives on this, we have Stephanie Carlin. Stephanie, how you doing? It's going to get you up on stage here. All right, there we go. Yeah.
Hi,
How's
Peter.
everything?
Thanks for
Good.
having me, as
Good,
always.
Yeah. So I have to
a lot
agree.
of thoughts on this.
Yeah, I have to agree with some of the people in the article that this is ridiculous, and they just tacked it on, which completely negates what was said prior in the guidelines.
And a lot of venues have already had their summer schedules put in place, right? So, it reminds me of how a couple years ago I was running a leadership workshop, and there were a lot of creatives in the room, but there was also one neurosurgeon who was talking about his residency at Mount Sinai. And my New Yorkers listening know that this is one of the city's leading hospitals. And one of the artists in the room started to get a little anxious. And she was a touring songwriter. And she said to him, how can I even compare myself to you? You save lives every day. And I'll never forget what he said. He said, yeah, I save lives so people can live. But they can only live if you're doing what you do. And the room got silent because isn't that the truth? And so last week, when New York State issued these new coronavirus guidelines for bars and restaurants, they say that these advertised and ticket shows are not permissible. But, there's this gorgeous farm brewery up here in the Hudson Valley, and it's called the Plan B Farm Brewery. And they serve like 5 homemade beers on this beautiful rolling farm. And they actually built an outdoor stage to sell tickets to local socially distanced concerts. And now they have to refund them the money. And California governor just banned singing and chanting in houses of worship. There are other things that are good for your health besides wearing a mask and socially distancing, hand sanitizing, and staying 6 feet apart. And just for the record, I don't speak for anyone else on Tuesday Talkies. This is not necessarily the collective opinion of my co-hosts, but my elected officials do not have my endorsement that any of these proactive measures will prevent a second wave or are for our health. What it will do is continue to erode community, and it will continue to keep us isolated and separate, keeping us apart from other human beings under the guise of protecting ourselves. And if you don't, you're a bad boy or you're a bad girl. And I really want to talk to the artists listening out there and just beg you to find your hustle, work your pivot, and do not throw in the towel because of these new arbitrary laws. Make really, really good art and get ready for the renaissance that's coming as soon as we're out of this. We need you. It is the whole point of why it's so worth it to live. And personally, I need you for my health. So please don't lose hope.